back, we are back, we are back. We are back! I'm back, team. I haven't made a video for over a month, so I do apologize, but I'm here. I'm just busy. What I want to talk about today is the different stages of being a professional photographer. Because when you decide to go down the path of becoming a photographer and making a living from it, there's a lot of different stages along the way that you're going to run into. And I want to give you a bit of a roadmap on sort of my idea of how it goes and how to deal with those different stages of trying to become a photographer. So to do that, what I've done is brought out the whiteboard. So welcome back to school. And I've created this rough little graph basically to show you guys sort of my idea of how it goes when you jump into trying to become a professional photographer. As you'll see, we've got the two axes, whatever you call them. On this side, I've got skill, rep, which is short for reputation, and price, which is basically what you charge for your services. Down the bottom here, I've written clientele as the other axis. And as you can see, small dollar, big dollar. And this is where we're starting. So this is you going from, let's say, a hobbyist, someone who's just brought a camera and decided, I really like photography, I want to have a go at it and try and make some money with it and maybe turn it into a profession. This is where you're at. So stage one is ambition. This is where you've got a camera, you know, you've been told you've got skills as a hobbyist, whatever it might be. This is where you have that realization moment of this could be something, and you are super ambitious for the future and what you could potentially turn it into. In this stage, you're planning, you're making a plan on how you're going to go about it, what you want to shoot, the type of gear you want to use, all the things related to, I guess, the creative side of photography and not so much the business side, but you're ambitious. You're going, okay, I think I can do this. Let's have a crack. After ambition comes this hard part here. And as you can see, the flat parts are, you know, not good bits. Realization is what I've got. So realization is you've done all the work with the ambition stage of getting your first gear, you know, maybe setting up a website or starting to build your portfolio, all the things that, I mean, you can find in many other videos on this channel how to go about it. But this ambition generally gets hit pretty hard by realization. And the realization phase is when you realize that it's not going to be easy. It's a lot more than just buying a nice camera and being good at taking photos. This is when you realize that there's a whole industry and business within the photography world. And it's the moment where you realize, okay, I've got to learn how to find clients. I've got to learn how to set up a business. I've got to build my portfolio. I've got to have the certain gear I need to do my job. There's a lot of realization here of, okay, this is going to be a lot harder than I initially anticipated. And in this phase, this is where we lose people. This is the realization phase of, okay, I don't just buy a camera and the clients come lining up. This is where a lot of photographers dip out and give up and go, nah, I'll just stay a hobbyist, or I'll just move on to my next project or whatever I'm going to do. If you can push through this realization phase of, yes, this is going to be hard, but I'm up for the challenge because I love this more than anything in the world, then you're going to move on to the next stage, which I have labeled grind mode. This is where you start making money. This is where you've taken your hobby of photography, you've realized there's something there, you're super ambitious, you've worked through the realization phase of, okay, this is going to be hard, and you've actually started finding your first clients and making a little bit of money. This initial grind mode, this is sort of phase one of grind mode or hustle mode. And once you get a bit of momentum, this can be the base for your whole career, because this is where you figure out what you want to shoot, how to find clients, you know, the type of work you want to be doing. In other words, you know, your niche or whatever realm you want to go down, weddings, family, you know, action sports, family, outdoor, commercial, real estate, all the different niches. This is where you figure that out, because in grind mode, you are here, you are you know, it lines up with your clientele. I mean, this doesn't really make sense. This dollar should really be here, because this is where you're starting to find clients. But this is where you're going to figure out, okay, this is how I can make money with this thing. This is how I get my first clients. And you get a bit of momentum. And throughout that momentum is when you figure things out. You figure out, like I said, your niche, what you actually enjoy shooting, the industries where the money is, the ones that are worth going after. This is the first phase of that. You know, you're starting to make money. You've still got a lot of ambition going on because you've worked through that realization phase. And you're in grind mode, you're ambitious, okay, you started making money. Like I said, you've got momentum, on to the next client, you're hustling, you're doing everything you can to just grow and make more money with your camera because you've worked through that first hard phase. And this grind mode can go on for years. You know, it could go on for a couple months, it could go on for a decade. It just depends on where you're at skill-wise, what you're shooting, what you want to be shooting. But after grind mode, you get to a certain point where you're going to get to here. And as you can see in this plateau, I've got imposter. And that is when you've taken your ambition, you've worked through the realization, you've grinded hard to start making money with photography, and you will get this thing that they call imposter syndrome. This is something that we all deal with as photographers. And I think it's something that anybody who's loves doing something and then has built it into a career or a job or something where they get paid to do it, all suffer from this imposter syndrome. And it is hard because, like I say, you've taken something that you love to do and you would do for free, and now people are paying you to do it, and you feel like an imposter. You think, why me? Why do I deserve to get paid for this hobby that, you know, millions of people have? But it's because you've worked through those first stages, you've built that base, and you know what it takes to actually make a living with photography, and that is why you deserve it. And the imposter syndrome plateau can last a while. You know, the phone's ringing, people, hey, can you shoot this? You've built your reputation, you know, you've built your skills, your prices are rising, you're charging more and more every year, but you have this feeling of, you know, why me? Like, why do they keep calling me? Why do they want me to shoot this? And you judge yourself. You go through this personal growth period, and that's why I guess the photography journey into being a professional is so personal. It's so personal because you do have to go through a period of personal growth along this journey. The imposter syndrome part, it will test your character, you know, it'll test what you're made of, and sort of like, I guess, how strong-willed you are. Some people don't get it. Some people are just naturally confident and don't deal with the imposter syndrome. They just cruise on through that part and off to the races, you know. But anybody with half a conscience will experience this imposter syndrome, and just know that it's perfectly normal. We all went through it at some stage in our career, and it's just part of it. It's just part of the process of building a career in something that you love. So this section here, I've put achievement, but it's at the top of the next bit of growth. This part is where you really come into your own. This is where, you know, you're charging a lot more money than when you started. You've built your reputation, you know, you've built your skills, you've built everything that it takes to be a professional photographer. And this is where your clientele, as you can see, you're up there now. You know, you're charging good money. You're potentially working for very higher end clients. You're still building, but you're building on a higher level. Like I say, your clientele's bigger, your reputation's bigger, you know, your skills have got to a point where you've kind of reached the top end of what you can do with a camera. You know, you've learnt everything about photography, and your work is polished in every aspect of the word. So this here, after you get through this imposter stage, is kind of like what I would call like grind mode or hustle mode part 2. This is where you start pushing for those bigger clients, you know, the bigger jobs. Obviously, you're getting paid, you know, you're charging a lot more. So your clientele is a lot sort of upper echelon. It's higher. It's bigger clients, bigger names, bigger brands, whatever you're shooting in, whether it's weddings and you're charging a lot more and your clients have a lot more money, or if it's commercial, you're working for corporates, you're doing agency work, whatever it might be. You've grown to the point where you have been a professional photographer for a period of time, making your living with photography, whether it's your main living or you have another job, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Either way, everything that this guy down here, this ambitious guy, set out to achieve, this is where you've achieved that. You've achieved all the goals that you set out from day one. Again, these goals could be related to money. They could be related to, you know, your career. It could be related to the clients that you want to shoot for. It could be any aspect of being a professional photographer. This person here, guy, gal, whatever you are, has achieved what this person down here set out to do. This timeline could be 10 years, it could be 2 years, it could be 6 months. It really just depends how keen you are, how driven you are, how much you get shut down by these two hard periods. Either way, you've achieved everything that you set out to achieve down here when you started out. So after this next grind mode / achievement phase, this is awesome because you get to look back on what you've built and what you've achieved, and you go, okay, look, everything I set out to do, I've done. This is awesome. This is where we come into this stage which is kind of where I've ended the graph, because that's kind of where I'm at, and that's stagnation. So like I said, down here, you have all these goals of what you want to shoot, what you want to create, how much money you want to make, what you want to build with your camera. And sadly, after this grind mode 2 period, you hit this period. And like I said, this is kind of where I'm at, where I've been doing it for a while to the point where it doesn't excite me. I feel stagnated and I'm sort of moving on to the next stage. You know, things like this YouTube channel are part of that. It's passing on all this knowledge that I've learned to you guys, to the new generation, or just to anybody who wants to have a crack at this. But this stagnation phase is basically, you've been shooting for all these big clients that you've made. You've been making the money that you've wanted to make for a period of time, and it just becomes a job, like any job. It's an awesome job, but it becomes a job. And what I've found where I'm at is now, these days, I get more joy out of passing these other jobs on to other photographers who are working through this stage. And again, this period of time can be different for everybody depending on your financial situation, you know, your lifestyle, whatever, how much money you need to make, or whatever it might be. Like I've talked about in other videos about money, like, you know, everybody sets their life up in a different way, but this stagnation period basically for me is like, now I am very selective with the jobs I shoot, because I've built my reputation, my skills, and the value that I bring with my images, I feel like are, you know, are up there on like a high level. Again, that's just my, you know, that's just my interpretation of my work, and what I charge is up there. You know, it's more than anybody who's in this stage. I'm only willing to shoot things that A, I actually want to shoot, B, obviously have the budget to pay what I charge, and C, excite me. You know, I want to shoot it. Like it's exciting. It's a niche or like a genre of photography that I actually like. Again, I'm still doing the everyday stuff, you know, the real estate jobs here and there, whatever. You've still got to make a living. But the stagnation phase is sort of, it's an up and down, because you get excited about certain things, but then you're not willing to shoot other certain things. Like I said, you get quite picky, and you sort of get to this point where, like I was saying, you're very choosy with what you shoot, and you're you're smarter with your time, you know, like a job that's not really worth your time, you pass on to other people. But it is a good place to be in that you can help other people, like I'm doing right now. And like I said, the jobs that come in that don't have the budget to pay what I charge, you know, I can pass on to the other people that I've built in my network. Again, networking videos, you know, I've done all the videos to cover all these topics. But the stagnation phase is also almost like, you know, you've achieved everything you wanted to achieve, and you're sort of looking to the next thing. Like I said, it's only the big jobs that get me excited now, the big commercial jobs that have the big budgets where I know I can charge what I'm worth. Those are the ones that sort of get me interested. Everything else these days just doesn't really do it for me, and that is the stagnation. You know, I've been doing it long enough that I've shot everything I ever wanted to shoot. There's still obviously some things out there that I want to achieve, but you know, they're not super important to me now. It's sort of like I've done what I set out to do, you know, 10 years ago, and I'm proud of myself, and it's awesome, and I've worked through this whole process, but now I'm on to the next phase, you know, like I said. So that's kind of my idea. What comes after this, I'm yet to find out. Again, probably another period of growth depending on clientele, but with the way the industry has been, especially here in New Zealand the last few years, you know, it's kind of in a stagnation itself. So it's kind of hard to be ambitious about it and excited about it when you're sort of pivoting down other paths, and you know, the industry is just not there. So we'll see what happens next, but that's basically my breakdown of the process of becoming a professional photographer and the different stages that you will go through if you have a crack at it. So again, I make these videos to encourage you guys. I'm not trying to deter you from anything. Anything's possible if you put your mind to it. And if you've got the skills, if you've got the ambition, you know, you've got the fortitude to grind through all the hard times, you will build something special and you will be living your dream. But you have to work through those flat parts of the chart, like I said, because it's not all happy days. It's, you know, there's a lot of realization, there's a lot of imposter syndrome, there's a lot of hard times, there's down times with the economy, the industry, you know, the clientele, they come and go. But all in all, it's still an amazing job. So I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a breakdown on what you're going to deal with going along this future path if you choose to do so. On the business side, I've got a video that I did initially as like a course thing, but it's just a free video on this site. It'll show you how to set up a photography business the real easy way. It's completely free. Go check it out, set your business up, you know, make some money, open your mind to what's possible. Like always, the $5 preset things, link in the bio. If you want to use those, go hard. I appreciate all the support. Still trying to work through this whole YouTube monetization thing. It's a pain in the ass, and I'm ready to give up on it, but I still want to bring you guys this information, help you grow as photographers. So if you appreciate this info, go over there and buy something, or, you know, there's a donate thing, whatever you want to do. I don't really care. I'm not doing this for money. Anyway, take that information, do with it what you want, and get out there and crush it with your camera. Sorry I've been gone for a month. It's just been busy. Life gets busy. I will continue to try and bang out videos to get you this knowledge so you can achieve your goals and become the next big photographer on the scene, wherever that might be. Whether it's down here in little old New Zealand or anywhere around the world, I appreciate everybody for watching, and see you in the next video. Chirp. Cheers, guys. I do appreciate you all. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Yeah, it's a good one. I don't know how to sign these videos off. See you in the next one. Cheers,